sugar in my bowl.
My name is Gina Cecilia, and I'm a singer, songwriter, recording artist, and passionate home cook living in Nashville, Tennessee. On each episode of this show, I visit and feature a different local market located right here in Nashville, Tennessee. And then I return home to my kitchen in East Nashville and make a special meal using the ingredients that I buy there. This is my way of not only giving back to my community and supporting local businesses during this challenging time in history, but of also doing what I love, and I really love cooking. So today, we're gonna make some chicken. If you look at different cuisines around the world, you'll notice that so many different cultures have their own version of a crispy, breaded, fried piece of chicken. Like in Germany, they have schnitzel. In Japan, you have chicken katsu. Here in the US, we have breaded chicken tenders. And of course, in Nashville, we have the famous Nashville hot chicken. Well, in Italy, we have chicken Milanese, which is basically a chicken cutlet, breaded and fried. It's absolutely delicious, and that's what I'm gonna make today. Here we go. To buy the ingredients for my chicken Milanese, I only have to drive a couple miles down the road to the Turnip Truck Market, located right in my neighborhood of East Nashville. The Turnip Truck has a few different locations around town, one in the Gulch, one on the west end of town, but today I'm shopping in the East Nashville location located on Woodland Street. The Turnip Truck is an all-natural market of fresh, organic ingredients, and I love shopping here. So let's go in and see what we can find for the chicken Milanese.
Come on, won't you ride me?
This store has a lot of beautiful ingredients and everything is so fresh. I love buying that basil, and their tomatoes are always so good. I'm gonna get some of these for a side salad that I'm making, along with some cheese for on top of the salad, and to go into the breadcrumb mixture for my chicken. I love their cheeses here. They have such great stuff. They also have a lot of great prepared food, delicious bread and desserts, really good sushi that I highly recommend. Definitely take a trip here and see what you can find for lunch or just for shopping. I found some granulated garlic and also some dried oregano that I can use to season the breadcrumb mixture for my chicken, which I'm going to make with some super crispy, delicious organic panko Japanese-style breadcrumbs that I love. I'm also picking up some baby arugula for a delicious salad that I'm going to make with tomatoes and Parmesan cheese. I visited the butcher at the Turnip Truck and I got one boneless, skinless chicken breast that I had the butcher's butterfly for me ahead of time, so I don't have to do that at home. Always the easiest way to do it. All right, thank you. So now that I have all my ingredients that I need for the chicken Milanese and a side salad, I'm gonna head home to my East Nashville kitchen and show you all how to make this really delicious, simple dish that I absolutely love.
Looking forward to Coming to America 2, coming out on Amazon.
All right, well, I am back in my kitchen in East Nashville. I just had a great shopping trip at the Turnip Truck Market right here in the neighborhood, where I picked up some ingredients to make chicken Milanese, which is basically just breaded and fried chicken cutlets. And I think this is a really delicious but simple and basic recipe to learn how to make well. It's something I grew up eating. My mom still makes it all the time, and I think you're gonna love it. So I have a pan ready to go, and I'm gonna show you all the ingredients we need. Here we go. So once you get this going, it's really simple. I've got my boneless, skinless chicken breast from the Turnip Truck that I am pounding slightly with a meat tenderizer just to thin it out and make it a little bit more tender once it cooks. I then season it well with salt and pepper. I beat a couple eggs for the egg wash. And I also have my panko breadcrumbs that I'm going to mix with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese, the granulated garlic, the dried oregano, and a little bit of fresh parsley also. This is going to give it a lot of flavor, and the cheese is going to give it some really nice golden color. Okay, I also want to say that most recipes you find for chicken Milanese are going to call for dredging the chicken in flour before you dip it in the egg and then the breadcrumbs. In my opinion, maybe it's an unpopular one, I don't think this is a necessary step, and I don't think you need it to get a good outcome and to get delicious, juicy chicken, especially if you don't already have flour on hand. I know you probably don't feel like buying a big thing of flour just for the sake of dredging a couple pieces of chicken. I know I don't. So I'm giving you permission to skip that step. Try it out, but don't yell at me if it doesn't come out well. So once it's covered with the egg wash and the breadcrumbs, it's ready to cook. All right, and now we're gonna cook the chicken. It's really easy after this. So I have my breaded chicken cutlet, which I seasoned myself using panko breadcrumbs, some granulated garlic, dried parsley, a little bit of fresh parsley, and some fresh grated Parmesan cheese. I have a pan here heating up on medium heat, and I think one of the most important things about making this dish is that you don't make the pan too hot. I would say no hotter than medium heat, because if you make it too hot, the breadcrumbs are going to cook too quickly. They're going to get dark and burnt and dried out, and I can always tell a chicken cutlet that has been cooked on super high heat because it just has that dry, really dark look. It doesn't have that beautiful golden brown, juicy, delicious look to it. So I would say no hotter than medium heat. Use vegetable oil. I'm going to use avocado oil today. This was my mom's tip, and she was absolutely right. You can also put a little bit of butter in the pan if you want some extra flavor and deliciousness. So today I'm just going to use the oil, and here we go. Coat your pan with oil and then make sure it's well heated before you put the chicken in. But then once it's in, cook it a few minutes on each side. Watch it to make sure it's not burning, but once it reaches a really beautiful golden brown color like this, you could flip it. In the meantime, I prepared some arugula with salt and pepper, olive oil, and some lemon juice. I chopped some of the tomatoes from the Turnip Truck, some red onion, and using a veggie peeler, I sliced some Parmesan cheese for on top of the salad. It's going to be really delicious. And now the dish is complete. Here you have chicken Milanese, one of my favorite things to make, to eat, just absolutely amazing and so versatile. Once you make this chicken, you can do so much with it. You can put a sauce on it. You can eat it like this with a salad. You can chop it up and put it in a sandwich, or best of all, you can make chicken parmesan. You can serve it with any kind of vegetable, Brussels sprouts, green beans, asparagus, or pasta. It goes so well with everything. I love it. And look, it's perfectly cooked on the inside thanks to that medium-low heat. Really tender, juicy, and so delicious. All right, and that's a wrap on chicken Milanese, a super delicious, simple recipe. I think you're gonna love it, so please try it at home and let me know how it comes out. Would love to hear all about it. Thank you so much to the Turnip Truck Market in East Nashville for the wonderful ingredients. Thank you for watching Gina Cooks Nashville. I'm Gina Cecilia, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. There's gonna be a lot more coming soon. I hope you enjoy cooking at home, and buon appetito. Grazie, ciao.